Welcome. I want to extend a special welcome to those of you watching on YouTube, live on Instagram, and live on Facebook. Welcome. My name is John Ofuasia, and today I'd like to talk to you about the law of attraction. Today, our world is abuzz with the idea of the law of attraction. Everywhere you go, somebody's talking about the law of attraction. On social media, everybody's creating all kinds of content about the law of attraction. And in some ways, you might begin to think that maybe this law is an entirely new law, that it's something new and unheard of. But is there really something new in the world? Ecclesiastics would respond, says that there is nothing new under the sun. He asks the question, is there anything of which one can say, look, this is something new, but it has been here already long ago. It was here before our time. So the whole notion of the law of attraction has always been here. But I think that the book, The Secret or something like this, and a few social media influencers took a hold of this whole concept and they ran with it. And now everybody's talking about the law of attraction, the law of attraction. You go to the east, people are talking about the law of attraction. You go to the west, the law of attraction. Everywhere you go, everybody's talking about the laws of attraction. But what exactly is the law of attraction? And how does it work? Do people really know? Or maybe they're chanting this law of attraction as though it's some kind of a mantra. And they think that if they can just say the right thing and they can just chant the right words, maybe something could happen, right? Maybe something could happen, but it may not be exactly what you think would happen. Today, I want to throw some light on it because the law of attraction is not new at all. The scripture is exactly right when he said that it has been here before our time. In fact, the law of attraction is actually the law of nature. It's a law that is embedded in nature, and we will kind of look at it. All right? And so let's ask the question again. What exactly is this law of attraction? Right? The idea that the positive thoughts or the negative thoughts that you harbor in your mind and you ruminate over and over again has the ability to create or to produce the same kinds of effect in your outer life. And it makes sense because as it is on the inside, so it is on the outside. And as it is within, so it is without. And as it is below, so it is above. This is the way that it works. It's the law of nature, right? And so if you preoccupy yourself with thinking negative thoughts, is it any wonder why your whole life is so negative? And if you preoccupy yourself thinking about positive thoughts, then of course, the outcomes of your life will be positive. This is exactly what the Dhammapada said, that all that we are results from the thoughts that we think and from the choices that we make. If you make the choice to focus on the wrong kind of thinking and the stinking thinking and the defeatist thinking, then of course your life will produce that for you. But if you give yourself to discipline your mind and to gain control of your mind and to focus on those positive thoughts that Paul talked about, you think about those things that are good, those things that are noble, those things that are of good report, those things that are decent, those things that are beautiful, those things that are praiseworthy, those things that are virtuous and righteous and altogether beautiful. If you think about these things and you meditate on them and you fixate on them, then of course your outer circumstances would also be made conformable to the same things that you ruminate and think about. It's exactly how meditation works, right? If you talk to the yogis and the meditation gurus, they will tell you exactly the same thing. For those of you who know anything about Ashtanga yoga, they teach you that whatever you fixate upon, you take on the same quality or characteristics of. It's the way it is. Everything you see was already conceived in somebody's mind long before it came into being. This whole house that we now call Ofuasia media, at one time was just a concept in somebody's mind. It was an idea that they thought about and ruminated on and considered and looked at it in their mind. Long before one brick was set on top of another, it was something that was in somebody's mind. And it came out of the mind and now is made manifest. That's exactly how it is. Everything that you see at one time or another was just in somebody's mind. And that's how it works. Now, whether it be good or bad, right or wrong, it makes no difference. That's exactly how it works. All right? So, what exactly is the law of attraction? Okay? Again, as I mentioned earlier on, the law of attraction in general stipulates or postulates that the negative thoughts that you have or the positive thoughts that you have the ability to create the same kind of reality for you. If you think persistently positive, then the outcomes of your life will be positive. But if you think persistently negative, then the outcomes of your life will be negative. It's just the way that it is. So, do yourself a favor. Think more positively, right? I mean, this is the greatest thing you can do for yourself. Because if you think positively on a persistent basis, then your very mind will begin to see life in the same way. And your mind itself will do you so much good that your best friend, even your mother and your father, cannot do you as much good. But if you think negatively on an ongoing basis, then you are of all people to be pitied. Because your mind will create catastrophe after catastrophe, catastrophe after catastrophe, and you cannot stop it. Because it's just the way that the mind works. Well, now let's go more specifically and talk about the law itself. What is it? Is there anywhere that you find it? Is it just some kind of new invention that was invented in Hollywood or by some of these new age gurus from California? No, not at all. The law of attraction has always been with us. The same law is called reciprocity. Reciprocity, so that whatever you do, it gets reciprocated, right? You will notice that in everyday life, if you show goodwill, you show compassion, you show kindness and generosity, most of the time it comes back. Although there are some people that don't understand that, but that's okay. That's their karma, not yours. But if you are mean like a rattlesnake on an ongoing basis, well, it will also come back. It's called reciprocity. That's what it is, right? And I threw out another word earlier on about karma, right? So karma is the Eastern understanding of how this works also. Karma simply means works, right? So there's also the karma yoga. The practitioners of karma yoga believe that they have to do certain works and then relinquish the fruits of effort in the hand of whatever divine entity that they look to. All right. So they do a lot of works. They see Mother Teresa, even though Mother Teresa was Catholic and never a Hindu, but to most Hindus, Mother Teresa is a great proponent of the karma yoga. Because of what he did, his works, his compassion, his mercy toward the down and out, toward the homeless and the children in needs and the people that are suffering and the people that are sick. And so Mother Teresa just basically gave herself and did works in support of these people. That's what it is. So karma says that whatever work you do will bring back the result to you. So what was Mother Teresa doing? She was given food and drinks and water and blanket and soup and a lot of stuff. But what does that mean? What is she sowing? What kind of seed is she sowing? Well, think about it.